Hello everybody. Alright, today or this next step is I'm starting with ribbons. There's basically, okay, I do the top, then you can do ribbons right away. I tend to put, if I have bigger balls or ornaments, I gotta stop saying that. Pick larger ornaments, I put those in. Then I do ribbon. And then I'll do sprays, which are more picks that I'm going to add. And finally, I add my decorative ornaments. The ornaments that are going to be closer to the front of the tree, on the tips of the branches and such. So today I'm going to be doing ribbon. I like to use large ribbon. So 4-inch wide on a larger tree like this. You can use 2.5 on a smaller tree. Like on my pencil tree, I think I'm going to be using a little thinner ribbon. This one here, which is a really pretty navy velvet. So I'll be using some of this and some silver. You can overlap the ribbons. I don't like to do them overlapped. I like to do one ribbon at a time and then add my accent ribbon. I also have silver snowflakes. And the key to this is a good ribbon with wired edges. It makes all the difference in the world. If you try to put satin ribbon without a wide edge on a tree, it's very difficult to lay the way you want. So they can be a little bit more expensive, but this one has a beautiful silver lame backing, and it's navy blue velvet with silver accents. This is going to be my main ribbon. This is 10 yards. I've got 40 yards of each of these ribbons, plus, so that's 3 ribbons, 120 yards of ribbon. I know it sounds like a lot, but trust me, it goes fast. On this ribbon, because it has such a beautiful edge, back edge, I'll probably just fold it over like this instead of doing a dovetail. I don't know. I'll decide. Some of these I will definitely do a dovetail, like probably on this one, maybe. But this one also has a pretty backing too. I don't know. I'm going to play it by ear. It's never, I have an idea in my brain, but I don't have an absolute positive plan in place. I kind of play it by ear. Okay, when you're working with this ribbon, I will start probably about here, and I'm going to just zigzag down the tree, okay? All right, sorry, I lost my train of thought for a minute. It's been one of those days already. I have the ribbon, and I start. If you dovetail it, you're going to start with your tail. Maybe, I don't know what that is, 6-inch tail. And I gather it. Usually I start with a double loop bow for the first one. This is a double-sided ribbon, so I want the navy blue to show. So I just bring it up. For my first loop. And even that's kind of big. Hold on. Okay, got my loop. I bring it up for my first loop and gather. That's the beauty about wide ribbon. You can shape it no matter what you want. Now, if I did a loop here, you're going to see the silver. So what I do is I twist it so that the pretty side is back out again, and do my other loop. Now, you can sorry, use the tree branches to hold your ribbon in place, but on this ribbon, it's very wide, it's bulky, so I'm going to use just wire ties. I cut a bunch of wire. I have an entire cup full, and I'm just going to put a quick wire holder around this. So all I'm doing is putting the wire around and giving it a good twist. Just because my hands can't hold that much, and it will hold it in place this way. Okay, and I'm not cutting the ribbon. I'm just going to do a series of loops. Hopefully the sound is better now that I shut the fan off. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of put it on, I think, right about there. So all I want to do is I'm going to pull the wire into the tree as far as I can get it. And sorry. And then twist the wire around one of the branches where I want it to be. Yeah. And you can, let me see, I think I'm going to try dovetailing this one, just to see what it looks like. Dovetailing is you're going to fold the ribbon in half, and from the fold on an angle to the end side, the sides of the ribbon, I'm just going to cut it on a diagonal. And then it gives it that dovetail effect. I will do one closer to the camera so you can see what I did. But I think I actually like that. And then you can just kind of play with it. With it being wire, wherever I set it, that's where it's going to be. So I'm going to fluff it. Doesn't that look pretty? Now, I'm going to pull my ribbon out. And I think I'm going to go over to this, go a couple of branches down and make a loop. Now, because I'm only dealing with this one layer of ribbon, I don't need the wire. I just use the wire with the main bow because it does help hold it. I'm going to pull it into the tree. See, I made a loop. Pull it into the tree. And use the branch, one of the branches, because this is an artificial tree. If you have a real tree, you're going to have to keep on using wire to secure it in there. Now, I don't need a ladder. Now, instead of going straight down, I think I'm going to go right here. Go down another layer of branches. Inside the tree with a loop, and let's see. Ooh. Sometimes you just gotta feel your way. There. Now I think I'm going to do a dovetail and end this. Then I'm going to pick it up and do another one. So again, folding from the fold down. And yes, I've cut it wrong a few times when I wasn't paying attention. There. Okay. I'm going to show you a close-up of what I did. So you're going to fold it in, and then from the fold down, and there is my little dovetail. You could do it just on an angle. I like this look. Or you could just leave them folded up. I don't like that as much, I think, for this ribbon. So let's do it again. This time, I think I want to do over here. And instead of, yeah, I'm going to do another one over here. And instead of doing a 2-loop bow, so I have my tail. Actually, I think I'm going to do another 2-loop bow. I like them to begin with. You can do 2 loops. You can do 1 loop. I like to use 1 loop with my other accent ribbon, and I'll show you that too. So I'm going to do another loop. Take my wire. And twist. There you go. Easy peasy. Now, with here, so I'm going to go down here, I think. Right here. And maybe just a little bit down, right about there. You kind of want to, I don't want to put it like right there because then it looks even. You've got a bow here and a bow here. I want to zigzag down the tree. I can use this space over here for my other ribbon. I'm going to go as far in as I can with my wire. And come on, wrap it around. Oops, missed it. Let's try that again. Sometimes it takes a little getting. That's why it's easier if I don't use a wire sometimes, because then I can just take the branches from the tree and snap it right around. All right. This one has an edge that's yuck. Yeah, yucky. It's got all the threads. Here we go. So now this one I'm going to go, I think right here. So I'm going to make my loop. This one's a little bit smaller loop. I'm going to gather it far into the tree and wrap my branches around it. Now I'm going to go down here, about a couple of branches down, a couple of layers. Again, I'm going to gather it, make my loop. Wrap, and I'll cut it right, end it right about there. Now, I could wait and show you going down the whole entire tree with the same ribbon I think it'll be a long one. So instead, I'll stop right here and I'll start showing you the other ribbon, then I'll come back to this one. So basically I would do these bows everywhere, kind of zigzagging through the tree. So I went here, here, the next one I would probably do would be about here, maybe down here, then back to here. See what I'm saying? So you just want to zigzag down the tree. Now my other ribbon, which is kind of my accent ribbon, is this one. See how pretty it is? With this one, I'm almost going to go on top of where I have already done the double bows. And this time, I think I'm going to do a single loop bow. Let's see how it works out. So I'm just going to drop this on the floor. So there's my tail right there. And I'm just going to bring it up for a single loop bow and twist. Put my wire on. If you feel comfortable not using the wire, by all means, go right ahead. Trying to get into this tree this way with these thick ribbons isn't exactly the easiest thing. So I'm going to put a wire. And I think I'm going to put it right there. Now I could put it off the side. I can actually put it right here. Is actually a great spot. Right where I did one of the loops. So if I take it, it's just going to accent the navy blue really, really well. I'm going to put it right here. And I'm not necessarily going to come down to, I'm not going to mirror this first ribbon. I think I'm going to do a loop right about here. And then I think that's good for now. So I have a single loop bow, one cascading loop, and I put it in right where I did the first loop from the main bow. So I have the 2 loop bow here. I came down and did a hump. That's where I put the first ribbon for the accent, the first bow. Yeah. So we're going to do it again. Okay. All I'm going to do is fold the ribbon in half. Boy, I think that's so pretty. Wait until you see the pictures. It's even more beautiful. I wonder if I shut the lights off. I'll try it with the lights off. So here's my fold. And I'm just going to cut from the fold out to make my dovetail. There you go. Okay, let's see what it looks like. See if you can see it a little bit better without the lights. Hold on. You can see a little bit better. All right, we'll keep it off for now. We'll see. All right. So this next one, again, I got my tail. And I'm going to do a single loop. Put my wire around. I just do it for the main beginning starting bows. If I had a smaller width ribbon, I probably wouldn't need it. But with the thicker ribbon, especially this one that's got all the beadwork on it, it just makes it easier for me. If you can do without the wires, by all means. I think we're going to go right here. So I have my 2-loop bow here. I came down and did a cascade, and I'm just going to start this bow right here. If I can get in there. It's more of a feeling thing. You gotta, you can't see inside the tree, but I can feel it. And I'm gonna go do. Might just leave it like that and not do a full loop. I don't know, let's see. I think this one, I'm not gonna do a cascading loop. I'm just gonna cut it right there. Unfortunately, there is no set rules. There are no rules, period. I can't tell you, okay, do step 1, step 2. I can give you general ideas, but I really don't know what I'm doing until I actually start doing it. There. I hope you get the idea. I'll do the entire tree with the ribbons, and then I'll take a picture and I'll post it so you can see what I did. After this part, I would normally do my other picks to fill in, but I have some larger ornaments that I want to get in first. And lay those out first. So I'll do that next. Alright? If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'm going to be here for a little while doing the rest of this ribbon. So I'm going to go back to my navy ribbon. I usually do one ribbon at a time. But I did a little bit of both so that I could show you how to do it. Hopefully you guys can see it well. Let's see something. Let me try one more thing. Hold on. I don't know. Because it's navy, dark navy, you really can't see that. But you can see the lighter one. But that's it for now. I'll post some close-ups better later when I'm done with the ribbon. See you later.